2022 has been absolutely bonkers. And with the year coming to a close and the new year in the horizon, I wanted to share with you my annual year-end review, my reflection and goal-setting routine to help kickstart the new year together. But before we dive in, let's have a quick snapshot of what this year's looked like for me. Before it starts, I'd like to dedicate this first ever video to my grandpa, who passed away during that time. I miss you so very much, but I know you have now joined the love of your life up there, and you both are watching over me.
Historias de maletas.
I can't shut it. Te dejo. Tengo una mascarilla nueva. As you can see, my year's been pretty nuts, I'm not gonna lie, but this is not about how my year's been. I'm sure every one of us has had a crazy ride this year. So I thought it would be pretty good to share the year-end review I do to reflect, check, and plan for the year to come. It not only helps me recenter, but it also helps me achieve my goals and maintain, I'd say, a high level of success, of performance, of direction, and also achieve a work-life balance. This is what I've done over the years, is try to optimize every aspect of my life. It's not only about performance, it's also about making sure we enjoy those precious moments with our loved ones and we create a life we truly thrive and love. So without further ado, let's get started because I really want to help you do the same. The first thing I do is block a day to actually plan your review before the end of the year. So usually I would do it on a Sunday because Sunday I'm less busy, there's less going on. So I would take that time to go to a place I love and I get inspired. I love working from cafes. It's really good for me, or it could be the beach. Find a place you love, feel safe and inspired in, because you will need to stop, think, reflect and plan. So you need to feel good and in a good headspace to be able to do that. The way I like to do it, I like to reconnect with my goals, with my accomplishments, significant events and best memories from the year. List down the main events that I can recall from the year that has passed. Good, bad, ugly, everything that I can recall, I would just add that as bullet point forms. It could lead to like 100 of them because obviously a year is a long time. So I look back and I'm like, everything I've achieved, all the best memories, all the best moments, any highlights, anything that's been challenging, anything that I've overcome, anything that I've grown from, anything that I've learned, I also put that on because you need to list everything to be able to say, okay, this is where I'm coming from and this is where I'm going. What didn't go so well? How could it have gone better? How can I approach things differently? How have I grown thanks to the events that have happened last year or like this past year? Last but not least, and this is not for everyone, I like to revisit my 3 to 5 year plan. Again, don't let this overwhelm you. This will probably change and that's fine. What it's about dreaming big and looking at the big picture. Not just the micro, but the macro. Where do I see myself? where do I want to be? Because it's not just about seeing yourself somewhere. It's like, what do I actually want to do? What do I want to achieve? What will make me happy and fulfilled in my life in 5 years, where I'll be like, I love this. Like, just think big. Don't let self-limiting beliefs get in the way here. It's not about limitations. It's about manifesting the life you want. And there is no such thing as big or small dream. Okay, for those of you who journal, I would start with your planner or journal. So even your planner, if you have a planner where you list things, go back, flick through it, just to help recall those moments and things that have happened during the year. If you don't have one, that's fine. Use your memory. Whatever stands out will be fine. If for the year to come you decide to get a planner or journal, I recommend it. I think it helps maintaining that roadmap, that direction you want to head into. If you're not sure where to get one, you could get one from Amazon. I'm going to list some of them. And if you'd like to be the first to know about my personal one and the one I will release next year, then I leave also a link so you can leave your email and be the first to know when I release it. What I've done with mine is I've completely customized it to something that's actually actionable, doable, practical, user-friendly, so I can use it every day and it makes sense. And it mixes a bunch of different techniques that I've learned throughout the years, and I've come up with my own version, an optimized version. So I want to share this one with you guys. I'm in the process of making it so you can benefit from it. So if you're interested, make sure you leave your email and you'll be the first to know whenever that comes out. So I usually record my daily big 3 wins. I usually also write down what I'm grateful for, and I journal some thoughts of the day just to let it out on paper and let it go. I try to do this every single day, and I feel like that helps as well with the end of your review then, because you've got all that log of information that you've captured as the year went by. So looking back, usually I ask myself, what wins or successes am I most proud of? Well, there's some events, ideas, or realizations that I see as some of the highlights of the year. What goals and milestones did I achieve? What happy memories or thoughts can I reflect on from the year that's just gone by? What new things did I do this year? I usually write down a number every single thing I've achieved, or any thought or anything that I've just mentioned, and I just write down my list that way. I literally do that on like a Google document. Make sure you reflect and connect with these experiences, with these feelings, with these memories. This is super important. The other thing I would like to mention in that document is I would like you to write down how you felt. So let's say one event just went by, you achieved something, or something really amazing happened. How did that event, or that catch up with a friend, or whatever that might be, made you feel? You need to think of like how you felt and how you connected when you first created that memory. What was that feeling like? That's very important. Allow yourself to try and feel those emotions as well as you're doing this process. It's something that you need to really absorb before moving on to your next highlight. And then the other thing that you could be doing is review your social media and photos. That's my point number 2. It's fine not to have a journal if that's not something you're used to, but another way is use your mobile device and see what highlights do you have in it. If you've been taking photos of moments, if you posted anything on social media, well, it's the right time to actually review those and see if those core moments actually are part of your highlights for the year. Now that you've reflected on the past year's events, I want you to focus on revisiting your goals. If you're telling me I'm new to goal settings, I've not set any goals for myself, well, think about, did you get any New Year's resolution? Which goals or milestones did I achieve this year? And I guess, how do I feel about my progress? Did I abandon or drop any of the goals this year? And if so, what made me do it? And last but not least, which goals did I achieve? And how did that make me feel? And why did I decide to achieve those goals? No year in review is complete without setting your goals for next year. So remember though, goals can change throughout the year and that's completely fine. It's not a set in stone kind of thing. So be okay knowing that what you write today may change and shape into something different tomorrow. What I like to do as well, that's another tip for you, is create a letter. I've already talked about that in a previous vlog. I'm going to link it here if you want to go back to that vlog, a Sunday with me, where I explain like what I do to reset my life. Then I link it. Is create a letter and manifest what you want in the next 12 months. You're going to write that letter to yourself and seal it, and you won't open it until 12 months from now. The other thing I like to do is a vision board. This is something very personal, but I love to do those. Dream big, think big picture. Do not let self-limiting beliefs get in your way here. There is no right or wrong, there is no small or big dream. Just write and feel whatever you want. Just remember, the only thing separating you for achieving your dreams is yourself. It might not be easy to reach them, but nothing is easy in life if you think about it. There are so many challenges and you've been challenged so much this year already. And you've seen that you can overcome those challenges. So why would it be different for the dreams that you're setting yourself to accomplish? The only thing in the way is yourself. I want to learn new skills next year. I want to challenge myself, learn so much more than I've learned this year. So those are examples of what I will focus on. Lastly, I want to finish this vlog with 2 sentences that you can take away. You ready for it? So, comfortable decisions lead to an uncomfortable life. Uncomfortable decisions lead to a comfortable life. And that's it, guys. I'm going to leave you to it. I hope your year-end review goes really well. I leave any resources down below. If you've got any questions, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to read you. I'd love to know how it went for you. I'd love to know that you're ready to kick goals next year. In the meantime, be well, enjoy the rest of the year for what's left of it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!